Hi, my name is Dr. Imran Khawaja and I'm a psychiatrist and an author. My brother Rizwan Shuja created a few videos a few weeks ago. The title was Psychology of Success. If you remember from the previous videos, our success depends on several goals. You have already learned about a couple of goals. Remember, goal number 1 was mental and emotional fulfillment, which means that anything you do in life, you want to have some emotional and mental fulfillment from that. Goal number 2 was physical fitness. Today, you will learn about the third goal, which is also very important. The third goal is relationship with God, with others, and with yourself. As Tony Robbins said, emotions are juice of life. And he's rightfully saying that. In my business as a psychiatrist, I can tell you 90% of the clients who come to see me for whatever reason it is, whether they're feeling depressed or having anxiety, they have trouble in their relationships either with themselves or with their partners or with their family members. Think about it. Whatever you're doing in life or you're being successful, it would not mean anything if you are not able to share it with other people. We propose that there are 3 kinds of main relationships. Relationship with God or the higher power, relationship with yourself, and relationship with others. Why relationship with God is important? The relationship with God is important because it gives you peace and tranquility. And depending on how you feel about that relationship, you can give a meaning to events. For example, if you're having some problems in your life, one may interpret this as punishment from God if you're struggling. However, if you know that God is kind and loving, instead of thinking of it as punishment, he or she may think of it as a challenge and will try to overcome that challenge. As a result, the person might grow. What about your relationship with yourself? Now, I would propose that this is also a very important aspect of relationships. If you are not comfortable with yourself, if you do not have a good relationship with yourself, you're never going to be able to have a good relationship with others. If you don't have a good self-image of yourself and you don't feel comfortable and love yourself, it's going to be difficult to love others. When a person is depressed, they feel bad about themselves. Do you think they can have a good relationship with others? Now, our next book is about dream self-image, which is going to be teaching people how you can improve your own self-image. As Stephen Covey says, that the most important ingredient in any relationship is not what we say or what we do, but who we are. So if you're not feeling good about yourself, if you don't have a good relationship with yourself, it is almost impossible to have a good relationship with somebody else. What about relationship with others? People often have trouble with their spouses, with their bosses, or with their girlfriends. What should be done about that? Because that is also an important aspect of relationship. If you're having problems in relationships with others, you're not going to feel settled. It's going to affect your life. It's going to affect your physical health as well as emotional health. In the next future videos, you will learn more about how to manage relationships with others. But let me give you an example. In any relationship, people may think about what they are getting from that relationship. But instead of focusing on what you're getting out of a relationship, if you focus on what you can give in that relationship, that by itself might make a whole difference. In addition to that, think about empathy. Empathy is putting yourself in other person's shoes. When people use that and really put themselves in other people's shoes, they can really feel and understand what the other person is going through. As Dale Carnegie has said in his book, seek first to understand, then to be understood. In my practice, when people are struggling with relationships, I often coach them to try to understand the other person first before having complaints about that relationship. Once they understand the other person's situations, and what I mean is really understand what's going on with the other person, they usually calm down and they're more in a position to give in that relationship, which makes the whole difference. In conclusion, relationships are juice of life. Nobody can have a fulfilling life or be successful without having good relationships. be it relationship with God, with yourself, or with others. Think about it. When you're successful, you get a big success in life, what do you want to do? You want to share it with somebody you love. It's a human need to have these relationships. And in relationships, in all these kinds of relationships, the factor which is important is giving. If you are giving in that relationship, you know that you're going to receive a lot more.